Hello and welcome everyone. Before starting our class, I would like to request to you all, as we are going through a very tough time, stay at your home, stay healthy and follow the rules of lockdown because this is for our good, for our safety. Okay, we are going to start and we are taking the last lesson today because the first lesson of the book Flamingo is having the name the last lesson. Okay, and it was the time of war between Prussia and France from 1871 to 1872. France was defeated in the two districts of France, Alsace and Lorraine, were now under the rule of Prussia. Prussia was a powerful European empire consisting Germany, Poland, and parts of Austria. Children, in this lesson, we will understand how the Prussian rule affected the life of the people of the districts Alsace and Lorraine. An order came from Berlin, it was the capital of Germany, and that order said only German would be taught in the schools of the districts Alsace and Lorraine instead of French language from the next day. In this story, there was a boy named Franz. He was late for school that day and was afraid of his French teacher, Mr. Hamel, and he was given a homework in the participles of French language, but he did not learn or prepare his lesson for this thing. He did not know even the P of the participles of French, so he was afraid and he was distracted. He was being distracted of other things too because the weather was warm and bright. The Prussian soldiers were drilling and many other things were there. He noticed a crowd in front of the notice board, the bulletin board at the town hall, and he was thinking it actually, according to him, it was a source of all bad news like lost wars, lost soldiers and all. So he did not care about what was the news there, and he forwarded towards his school. When he reached school, he noticed something was strange that day because the school was silent, peaceful and quiet at that day. It was strange for Franz because the usual scene was of great noise and hustle bustle and opening and closing of desks. But this time it was as quiet as a Sunday morning, and he noticed some other strange things like dress of Mr. Hamel. He was wearing his fine clothes that he used to wear only on special days. And another surprising thing for him was the backbenches were occupied by the elders of the village, and they were studying seriously. They were having some books in their hands. And when Franz was asked by Hamel about the rules of participles, he could not reply because he didn't learn them. And for his surprise, he didn't scold him. And he announced that this was the last lesson of the French. And he told them an order had come from Berlin that only German language would be taught in the schools of the district Alsace and Lorraine instead of French from the next day, and a new teacher was going to come to teach them German language, and it was his last day in the school. Now it was a shocking news for Franz. It was a kind of thunderclap for him. He was shocked and he was thinking and repenting why he didn't pay attention towards French, why he didn't take it serious. And now you understand the importance of his mother tongue for him. And Hamel gave them some classwork and they started doing this, and there was a silence in the class, but only scratching of pens over paper could be heard. And when the church clock struck 12, they could hear the trumpets of the Prussian soldiers, and now Hamel felt very afraid. He could not utter a single word. He turned to blackboard and wrote, "Vive la France." It meant "Long live France." And he could not say any other things. Just he dismissed the class with a gesture. And this was all in the story. This was the last lesson. Hamel gave a service of 40 years in the village. Some important questions of the chapter. First question is, how did Franz's feelings about Hamel and school change? And second important question is, what changes did the order from Berlin cause in school that day? And third important question is, Franz thinks, will they make them sing in German, even the pigeons? What could this mean? And fourth question is, why did the elders of the village attack the last lesson? And fifth question is, what a thunderclap these words were to me. Which were the words that shocked and surprised little Franz? And last and important question is, what did Hamel tell them about French language, and what did he ask them to do and why? And this was all in this video, and in next video I will discuss the answers of these questions to you, and I'm giving you something. If you find some answers, read the chapter. As you are having books with you, read the chapter and try to find out the answers. Children, this was all in this video, and if you are having some queries, you can write in comment box, and these important questions you can find in the description. And those who are having my contact number, they can send their queries to me on WhatsApp. Okay, that was all in this video. In next video, I will discuss the answers of these questions to you. Till then, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, stay at your home. Bye bye.